Have you ever wanted to be created for one purpose and one purpose only? And that purpose is sending a message to a guy that doesn't even like you and just throws a message out of your body and makes you walk along with it through the rest of the game. And that you now have to take this message, take it to another guy who likes you more, and this guy transforms it into a new message, just like a Pokemon mega evolutioning, and makes you go all the way back, and you have to do it again. If that sounds fun, you like the Spearmaster in Rain World, since what you're supposed to do is send out a message, and you're supposed to kill stuff with your spears that you can create through your holes in your body. This video does include spoilers and stuff for Rain World and its DLC Rain World Downpour, so yeah, sucks to suck I guess, play it if you haven't. And now the campaign starts off with you starting over at Filtration System. But you quickly leave this place to go over to where the tutorial was when you played as the Survivor Slug Cat, which left me very confused. But you know, that's cool and all. That's nice because I know this place. Or do I? What you may not know about Rain World and its campaigns is that they take place at different parts of the timeline. And Spearmaster is at the very beginning, as of now. Since you know, there is the Watcher DLC coming out in a month. So things that are there for the Spearmaster may not be there for the Survivor, since there is a big time gap between them. Yeah, this is where you start. We are now at the outskirts. One difference to when we played this game before as the Survivor and all the other slug cats is that it's way more dangerous now. This is because the Spearmaster is an alpha predator. Or not really, it's still like the weak slug cat, but you know, it can create spears, and that is also what it uses to eat, since it doesn't even have a mouth. This means that the creatures here, or in this campaign in general, are way harder. Now, since I don't have a mouth, I can't eat stuff, such as bat flies, the blueberries, the karma flowers, or the super cool hallucinogenic drug. And you might be wondering, what do I do then? Well, I solve those problems like with every single other problem. My spears. You see, I can actually consume them with my spears. So, yes, officer, I did not mean to take those drugs. But the Spearmaster is an alpha predator or something like that. He's a predator anyways. And that means that you kill stuff. A lot of stuff. Which is how I consume them. Nom 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 nom. What am I gonna do? And well, after a small while of being here, I had gotten into the industrial complex. After you, what am I gonna do? Took a part of me as you were passing through. Now, I told you guys what the mission it was before, but if you forgot, our mission here is not to kill everything. It's not to kill a scavenger king or anything, to have revenge or something, because we are sending a message. To who, you might be asking? Well, to 5 pebbles. But you know, to get there will be a hard task, since there are a lot of creatures in this raining world of thunder and darkness. I killed like a few things. Am I really stuck here? Hey, bro. Bro! What the hell is this, bro? You know, after getting killed many times, you think that you would just be okay with it. But no, it doesn't work like that anymore. I don't want to get dragged around and thrown around and killed over and over and over again. I am the Spearmaster. I am a messenger. I have a job to do. And I'm not gonna let these things throw me around anymore. That is not gonna be allowed anymore. I have had enough. There shall be shown no mercy to these people. I don't care what they do. I don't care about them. they shall die underneath me. And if they don't kill each other or themselves in front of me, I shall drain their blood with my spears, and I shall kill them and their kin. Bro, that was the coldest thing that you guys ever seen. Screw all those TikTok edits. Yeah, that was fire, bro. That was fire. And don't even lie to me. That was actually the coldest thing that you guys have ever seen. Well, during that edit, I seem to have gotten a bit ahead of myself. It seems like we have missed a bunch of stuff, you know. So I will just give you guys a brief breakdown of what I did. I got from Industrial Complex to the Chimney Canopy. And I went from Chimney Canopy to like grinding stuff and getting an echo, who cares. And then I got over to the wall. Yippee, my favorite place. But wait, now we forgot something. We forgot all of the cinematic shots, bro. The cool parts where I kill stuff, or maybe where I like just walk in a straight line and it looks pretty cool. So yeah, let's yeah, they should be now. I don't know, man. Yeah, let's continue with what I was saying about the wall. There should be something. I don't know, I'm giving myself a lot of time here. I'm just stalling right now, you know. Sometimes you just gotta give yourself some seconds to give. Yeah, it's just gonna end when I feel like it. Yeah, it's just gonna end in the middle of a sentence or something. I don't know. No! And if you didn't know, this place is pretty hard, and you know, it's not that hard as a Spearmaster. But when I was climbing the wall, I realized maybe I wanna go the other way, through the underhang, you know, get the real Rain World experience. Yeah, I quickly decided not to do that after I used a grappling worms for more than 5 seconds because I hate those stupid. But let's leave the underhang at that. After that, I traveled over to the wall again, where I decided to climb it. Then, after climbing to the top of the wall, I met up with an echo, which gave me even more karma. But then we went over to our favorite little boy, the one, the only, and the meanest of them, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, 5 Pebbles, the little brother to Moon. And in there, he tore out a pearl out of my body, read it, said, "Leave my chamber." I went back in, I got killed, I went back there, he tore it out again, and now I have to take this pearl over to Moon. Do you know how far that is? Quick question. Do you know how far it is over to Moon from 5 Pebbles? Well, let's just say it is pretty far. That's how I'm gonna say it. So, yeah, that's fun. Let's go over there now. If you have watched my other videos, which you shouldn't do because they suck, you would know that I'm very good at taking the right path when I play these games. Now it just happens to be so that yet again I took an amazing reroute again, which made me spend way too much time in the wrong location. So yeah, let's head over there and see what's over there for me. So after going through Chimney Canopy down to Industrial Complex, my favorite location out of every region probably because I can get to everywhere so easily, it was on to the garbage wastes. If you didn't know this, in this campaign, in this specific campaign, the garbage wastes is a pretty annoying place since there is poison everywhere. Poison water, poison everything, poison spiders. The lizards here are also quite horrible, since there is a red lizard every time in one single room, a bunch of scavengers and stuff, and it's very hard to navigate where you're supposed to go. Let's go. What the f— This game. Now after that boring 2 hours of my life or whatever, I don't know, I went over to the place where you begin as the artificer. Why did I go over there? I have no idea. There must have been something really wrong with me. I don't know, man. For some reason I was convinced that I was supposed to be over here. But I guess I wasn't. But I got my facts checked. Or I didn't get them checked, I more so found out. And it turns out that the only place that I did not want to go earlier in the game was the place that I was supposed to go. Now for some reason, I could have been done with this part like an hour ago. But no. I just had to take the wrong way. Again. Always the wrong way. And yeah, well, I took a right way now, so that's good. You've got to start somewhere, you know. And with that, us taking the right way for once, we are now at Shoreline. Not my favorite location. Yeah. Well, having arrived to this super cool location, which I actually like a lot, unlike the other locations, you can see that there's a bit of a change here. Since we're so far back in the timeline, as I stated earlier, the water that 5 pebbles caused to like flood everything or something, I don't know the lore, man. Yeah, it's not here yet, so there's like no water. And Moon has not fallen down yet either, I believe. If she even fell down to start with, I don't know, man. Maybe something just broke. I have no idea. You know, that doesn't really matter for me, since my epicness and my journey still continued on. The fierce Spearmaster, the apex predator of all creatures, kept on killing stuff and dying a bit, maybe, I don't know. But the killing outweighed the deaths. But there sure enough was continuation on our journey. I have to go through there. Whew. Come on. Swim. You know, I must say, this was probably like one of my favorite videos to edit. Or I'm not even done yet, but you know, this has been very fun since I have not really taken this as serious as my other things. Even though I am under a bit of time pressure. My own time pressure, I want to get this out. Yeah, this has definitely been my favorite video to edit thus far. We'll see about the Saint video when it gets released. Which it will before or after the DLC drops, since I don't know if I'll be able to get it out before that, since I have stuff to do. And by the way, please, if you've gotten this far, I don't know how much there is left of this video, but you know, if you've gotten this far, please just tell me in the comments what I could like do better in my videos. Because I feel like I'm not, you know, using all my potential here. Like I can do so much stuff here, and I'm not using it all. And I don't really know what more to do, you know? So please help me with that sort of stuff. And with that, and with all that yapping out of the way, let's continue on with the journey. As I told you guys before, since we are so far back in the timeline, Moon has not fallen down yet. This means that Moon is still up in the air. So how do we get to her from here? Well, you see, we have to climb up the leg. The most horrific, the worst place in this entire game. After Shaded Citadel, which is the worst place in any game. And I mean that to 100%. There are a bunch of worthless, annoying stuff here. Like spiders, and Miro's vultures, and other crazy stuff. Like this wasn't even that fun, honestly. But it was pretty fun seeing like different creatures for once. Like the Miro's vultures, honestly. Those are very cool and dangerous like hell. Damn, though.
No, run, you little bastard!
That was scary.
Oh my dear,
but you know,
I can't do this, bro.
You know, after dying a couple of times to these coalescepides, mover spiders, and killing a bunch of lantern mice, I finally got up to Moon. But you know, I didn't get into the room since that's a bit away. That's a few hours away.
No!
But I got into the Moon structure, which is easily one of the coolest parts in this entire game. Yes, but in Moon, just like in 5 Pebbles as the survivor, there was 0 gravity parts. And you know what? I actually hate 0 gravity parts. But for this campaign, it wasn't really that annoying and hard, since I don't know, man. I don't know why it wasn't that hard, honestly.
Take it away.
I guess I'm just kind of used to it now. And before you know it, I am in the room where I'm supposed to enter Moon. Yeah. And as you know me, I of course took the wrong direction. Instead of going down, I went up. Which meant that I took the extremely wrong direction. And I got to the other side of where I was supposed to be.
And you know, I'm like cool like that, so you know, I only spent like an hour and or something,
Yeah,
no, like
we're
45
here.
minutes to get back, you know. That's super cool, you know.
So here's what happened, Ved. Moon picked me up, gave me the explosion head of knowledge thing, the mark, you know, the little cube. Yeah, she kinda got mad for some reason. I don't know, man, I don't care enough. But you know, it was kinda scary. I really thought that she was gone for a moment. But then she picked up the pearl that I gave her, and she was like, "You've already showed this to Pebbles, haven't you?" And then she was like, "Yeah, let me transform this message, since it has no use anymore, into a new message which you can bring over to the thing by the chimney canopy part."
Or if it's Sky Islands, I have no idea.
And she was like, "Since you're so big and strong and cool, and I really want to be just like you, could you please bring this pearl over there and broadcast my final goodbye to all my friends? Since 5Pebbles is ignoring the hell out of me, he is effectively ghosting me, and it's very rude. So please, you little insignificant creature, please broadcast my message to all my other friends, since I'm so meaningless. And since, you know, I'm so big and strong and all, you know." I was like, "Yeah, sure, girl, only if you..." yeah, no, I just said sure, buddy, and I went on with my journey. Yes, well, now that means that this is the final stretch. I don't know if there's very much to add here. I got through this part pretty quickly, like getting back to 5Pebbles. So yeah, I took a way back where I was supposed to go, you know, with the place where I didn't go last time. That was fun, you know. But this time we went up to the precipice, which was pretty dangerous. Well, since I have been lazy and I have had like a month of my time to work on this, and I'm still not done yet, and it's like 12 hours left, I feel like it's the perfect time to put an end to this. And to show everyone that all of the lights are on me. No, fight over me. Come on, white lizard. Oh dear. Well, soon it got boring, and I decided just to use a passage. I know, it's boring and it's kinda weird, and you know, that shows weakness, but you know, I didn't really care anymore. I think it was pretty late, so yeah. But you know what? Soon this journey is over. Very, very soon indeed. It's like 15 minutes from over, like when I was playing, like if there was nothing left. Well, I must say, even though I didn't really spend as much time on this video as I've done with my others, I think this was probably my favorite video to edit, even though I did kind of lose my interest here in the end. But this was very fun actually. I didn't take it as serious. And I would like to say that this was probably my best video thus far. Which is very sad because it sucks. Now, the ending of this campaign is very different to all the others. Here, so basically I haven't really told you guys what the point of this campaign is. So, I'm a messenger, and I'm giving Moon's last goodbye to all of the other iterators. And I think this is a sort of way to force the like thing to 5Pebbles as well, so that he has to read it. Yeah, thank you. But you know, that's super cool. I really like this campaign. Probably like my favorite campaign out of all of them. Would be much better if I didn't have to hold the pearl all the time, since the coolest thing with the Spearmaster is that you can hold 2 spears. And here are the stats of the game, which I got. And just so you know, I will be streaming the Watcher DLC in a couple of hours when it gets released, since, you know, that's fun. The Twitch of link is in my description. Yeah, please go watch me, man. Or don't, you know. You don't have to, you know. I'm pretty bad at the game, so it won't be that entertaining. I know, right? Please like and subscribe and give me feedback in the comments on what I could do better. And yeah, that should be all. Bye bye.